Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is perhaps a bit sensitive, but also very common in modern society, especially among young and middle-aged people in America, who, at first glance, seem to have everything. That topic is, why many people have everything but are still unhappy. Dear friends, we live in a society where success is often defined by external metrics. A good job with a high salary, a beautiful house, a luxury car, a perfect family, or the number of friends on social media. We are taught that when we achieve these things, we will be happy, but reality shows a different picture. Many of us, despite trying very hard and achieving those standards, still feel an emptiness inside, a simmering dissatisfaction, a sense of being lost, or simply not genuinely happy. This feeling can cause confusion and even guilt. I have everything. Why am I not happy? Isn't that right? According to research in positive psychology and sociology, true happiness does not solely come from having external things. Science has shown that the hedonic adaptation effect makes us quickly get used to new material pleasures. The initial excitement fades, and we keep seeking something bigger, better to fill the void. What is more important are internal factors: meaningful connections, a sense of purpose, personal growth, and the ability to appreciate what we have. Understanding this is not to deny the value of external achievements, but to help us seek happiness in a more holistic and sustainable way. An older person has a very wise saying: "A peaceful mind brings peace in all things." The most important thing is inner peace and fulfillment. So, what are the deep-seated reasons why many people, despite having all the external things, still don't feel happy? Let's delve into the details and see how these reasons manifest in their work and family life. The first and very common reason is lack of meaning and purpose. We can be successful in our careers, have a comfortable material life, but if we don't feel that the work we do is meaningful, don't feel like we are contributing to something larger than ourselves, or don't have a goal that is truly important to us beyond earning money and maintaining life, we are prone to feeling empty and lacking motivation. In the workplace, suppose you are in a high-level management position with a generous salary and bonuses, but your daily work is just numbers, meetings, repetitive reports, and you don't feel that this work reflects your values or passions. You might feel like you are wasting your potential, or that this job isn't creating any positive impact on society. Despite having all the external signs of success, you still feel a sense of meaninglessness. In the family, you might devote all your energy to earning money, buying the best things for your family, ensuring your children have a comfortable life, but you lack deep emotional connection with your partner and children. You feel like you are just the provider, not the one who shares meaningful moments, stories, and true feelings. Despite having a perfect family on paper and in the eyes of others, you still feel a lack of shared purpose, a deep bond that truly makes you happy. The second reason is constant comparison and the impact of social media. In this increasingly connected world, we easily see curated images of others' lives on social media. We see them traveling luxuriously, buying expensive items, having seemingly always happy family moments. Constantly comparing our real lives to these edited images can make us feel inadequate, not successful enough, and that our lives are not dreamy, even though in reality we have a lot. In the workplace, You might see colleagues of the same age achieving higher positions, earning more money, or having more impressive projects. This makes you feel insecure, jealous, and dissatisfied with what you have, even if you are already very successful by conventional standards. This comparison steals the joy from your own achievements. In the family, seeing perfect family pictures on social media, extravagant vacations, elaborate meals, can make you feel pressured and dissatisfied with your current family life. Although your family might be happy and healthy, comparing it to virtual images makes you feel like you are missing something. This comparison overshadows the joyful and meaningful moments you already have. The third reason is neglecting inner needs. In the race for material success, we often focus too much on doing and having, and forget about being. We neglect our physical and mental health, our relationships, our hobbies, and time for ourselves. In the workplace, you might work yourself to exhaustion, skipping exercise, healthy meals, and enough sleep, just to achieve promotion or a salary increase. This seriously impacts your health and well-being, making you feel tired, stressed, and without energy to enjoy life. Despite being successful, you still feel like you are burning yourself out. In the family, you might devote all your time and energy to taking care of your children and household chores, forgetting to take care of yourself and your relationship with your partner. You no longer have time for your own hobbies, for deep connection with your partner. This leads to feelings of exhaustion, losing yourself, and your relationship with your partner can become distant. Despite having a complete family, you still feel lost in your own life. The fourth reason is fear of vulnerability and lack of authentic connection. When we focus too much on presenting an image of strength and success, we are often afraid to show our weaknesses, difficulties, and true feelings. This prevents us from building deep relationships where we can be ourselves and feel understood. In the workplace, you might be afraid to share when you make a mistake, afraid to admit when you don't know something, or afraid to express a different opinion. This isolates you and prevents you from receiving genuine support from colleagues. Even with many people around, you still feel like you are fighting alone. In the family, you might be afraid to share your worries, insecurities, or negative emotions with your partner. You fear worrying them, being judged, or not being understood. This creates an emotional distance, making you feel lonely even in your closest relationship. Even with someone beside you, you still feel like you are wearing a mask and cannot be yourself. The fifth reason is unresolved trauma or past issues. Money and external success cannot heal emotional wounds or solve deep psychological problems. Negative past experiences, toxic relationships, or negative beliefs about yourself can still affect your ability to experience joy in the present. In the workplace, past experiences of harsh criticism can make you feel insecure about your abilities. Even if you are very successful now, the fear of failure can haunt you, preventing you from enjoying your achievements. In the family, childhood trauma, prolonged conflicts with relatives, or negative experiences in previous relationships can affect how you build current relationships. You might have difficulty trusting, expressing affection, or dealing with conflict, even if you have a loving family. These unresolved issues silently eat away the joy in your life. The sixth reason is lack of self-compassion and self-acceptance. We are often quick to find faults and imperfections in ourselves, and we often set impossibly high standards for ourselves. Even when we achieve success, we still feel like we are not good enough, not worthy, or should have done better. In the workplace, even after completing a project brilliantly, you might focus on a small mistake or think it was just luck. This excessive self-criticism prevents you from truly enjoying and celebrating your success. Knowing enough is enough, but when you lack self-acceptance, you will never feel enough. In the family, you might feel like you are not a perfect parent or partner, constantly feeling guilty about small mistakes, or comparing yourself to ideal models, often unrealistic, of others. This prevents you from fully enjoying precious moments with your family and makes you feel constantly stressed. The seventh reason is running on the hedonic treadmill. This is a natural human tendency to quickly adapt to new positive experiences, making us need bigger and newer stimuli to feel the same level of happiness. When we only seek joy from external things, shopping, achievements, fame, we will constantly have to chase new things, never feeling truly fulfilled and satisfied long-term. In the workplace, after getting a promotion or a raise, the feeling of happiness might only last a few weeks or months. Then you start feeling bored or want to reach an even higher position. This endless race prevents you from finding peace and contentment. In the family, constantly buying new toys for your children, planning lavish vacations, or investing in expensive extracurricular activities can bring temporary joy, but it doesn't address the need for deep emotional connection or long-term meaning. Relying solely on external stimuli makes you miss the simple, ordinary joys in daily life. The eighth reason is a distorted definition of success imposed by society. We grow up in a culture that often equates success with money, power, and fame. We believe that these are what we must have to be considered successful and happy, even if those things don't truly align with our values and who we are. In the workplace, you might feel pressured to work in a hot industry or at a prestigious company, even if you don't truly love the work, or you feel you have to reach a certain salary level to be recognized by society. Pursuing goals imposed by society instead of listening to your own heart can lead to deep dissatisfaction. In the family, you might feel pressured to have a large house in a good neighborhood, send your children to the best schools, or participate in all popular extracurricular activities, simply because that's what successful people usually do. Chasing these external standards can make you overlook what is truly important for family happiness, such as quality time together, emotional connection, and nurturing personal values. These reasons do not operate in isolation but often intertwine and influence each other, creating a vicious cycle that leaves many people, despite having all the external things, still feeling unhappy. So, how can we begin to find true joy and fulfillment? It is a journey of shifting focus from the outside inward, from having to being. Understanding the reasons above is the first step. It helps us realize that the feeling of dissatisfaction is not our fault or because we are lacking something external, but because we are looking for happiness in the wrong place. This journey requires the courage to face ourselves, our negative beliefs, our unresolved wounds, and to proactively build a life that aligns with our true values and desires. It involves redefining success on your own terms, prioritizing meaningful connections, making time for activities that bring meaning, and practicing gratitude and self-compassion. And speaking of taking care of ourselves to have a better foundation for fulfillment, although it is not a direct solution for unhappiness. A proper diet plays an important supportive role for physical and mental health, thereby helping us have enough energy and capacity to face psychological challenges and seek joy from within. When the body is adequately nourished, the brain functions more effectively, mood is more stable, and we feel more vigorous to engage in activities that bring meaning and connection. Focus on eating a balanced diet, including all food groups, prioritizing fresh, whole foods, and staying well hydrated. Limit processed foods, sugar, and excessive alcohol. This is not to cure unhappiness, but to create a solid foundation for both body and mind, helping you have the strength to face deeper issues and embark on the journey to finding true joy. If you are experiencing prolonged unhappiness, feeling empty, losing interest in life, or having negative thoughts about yourself, it is important not to keep it to yourself. Seek help, especially if these feelings significantly impact your daily life, work, or relationships, or if you have thoughts of harming yourself. That is when you need to contact mental health professionals immediately. Therapists and counselors can help you explore the underlying causes of your dissatisfaction, address past traumas, and equip you with tools to build a more meaningful and fulfilling life. When sick, one prays to all directions. Seeking professional help is a courageous act and an important step on the path to finding true happiness. Specific examples of starting to find meaning and connection. In the workplace, spend 15 minutes each week reflecting on how your work creates value for others or for society. Look for opportunities to volunteer for a project at work that you truly believe in. In the family, instead of just managing household tasks, make time each evening to have a deep conversation with your partner about each other's feelings and thoughts. Plan family activities that are connecting, like cooking together, playing board games, or going for a walk. Redefine success. Write down what success means to you, not to society. Focus on intrinsic goals like personal growth, authentic relationships, and contributing to the community. Self-care and connection. Dedicate 30 minutes each day to an activity you love, e.g. reading, exercising, and plan to meet up with a close friend once a month to maintain connection. Dear friends, having everything on the outside does not guarantee happiness. True happiness comes from fulfillment from within, from meaningful connections, from living a life that aligns with your values. The journey to finding this fulfillment requires courage, perseverance, and a willingness to shift your focus from what you have to what you are and what you give. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts on this topic, your personal experiences, if you feel comfortable, or any questions in the comments section below. Our community is here to learn, share, and support each other on the journey to finding true happiness. And if you found this video helpful and want to discover more secrets to a healthier, more meaningful, and fulfilling life, don't forget to hit the like button, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.